So I just got out of a group and we started talking about the Bible, and one person in particular was trying to say that interpreting the scriptures in any way but the way that they're written is dangerous and makes everything really muddy and confusing. I find this so much with organized religion, with fundamentalism. It's like, are we really going to be literalists when everything Jesus did was against the literalism? How about him breaking the Sabbath and telling us not to worry about what day it was, but rather that we honored the rest? So this guy's telling everyone, go read the Sermon on the Mount and just listen to what he says. Follow the 10 Commandments, which is what Jesus preached as well. But of course I have to challenge him, even though I agree with him. And I said, do you know the 10 Commandments? And he goes, well, no. So I begin to write them on the whiteboard. Number 1. Thou shalt not kill. Do you mean kill human beings? Or animals as well? Some people would like to say that in Genesis, God gives us dominion over the earth and all of its livestock and birds and animals and all of those things, and so that means that we can do whatever we want with animals, right? We can kill them. But did you know that the original Hebrew word for dominion does not mean to dominate and rather means to responsibly steward? So if we're being literalists, thou shalt not kill, right? Now here's where I'm going with this. When we got to thou shalt not commit adultery, someone in the room asked, well, if somebody that I'm hooking up with has a partner and I'm not the one cheating, is that adultery technically? Now you might be thinking, that's obvious, bro. It was not to this person. And do you think that people have told him that it is adultery and that he should not do that before? Yeah, and he obviously didn't listen because it wasn't resonating. So I told him, why don't you meditate on the word, right? And sit with, is this causing me harm? Is being with this person feeding guilt or shame within me? He immediately said yes. And I said, that's why it's a sin. Remember that sin is an archery term that means to miss the mark. The laws were not created to keep us contained and small. It's like a seatbelt, right? The laws are there to keep us safe. God knows that shame keeps us from being in union with him, and so he told us exactly what to do in order to stay in his fellowship. And it has nothing to do with following the rules to a T and being a good boy or girl and getting an A+. It has to do with meditating day and night on the words and whether or not I'm in alignment, in integrity for me. Because we all have that Holy Spirit within that gives us the discernment of the teachings. It is not dangerous to interpret the teachings. That is literally the whole reason God gave us the Spirit in the first place. This is a lifelong journey, so take your time, digest it, ask yourself what it means to you. And if you haven't yet, come out to our metaphysical Bible study at the Dancing Elephant in downtown Lake Worth.